Hey, this is Chris from Record Talk. So I'm entering a contest. This contest is for Shawn at insert channel name here. He's having an unsubscribe contest, which of course makes whatever his channel happens to be called at any moment of time absolutely irrelevant. So he wants a quick ranking of 10 albums by a band. I'll see if I want to follow rules. I found a band, and I know it's a band that he likes as well. I own 11 CDs by this band. I'm missing some of the earlier and later work by this band, but I'm going to rank it from best to worst. So we're going to start off with my favorite. So this is the Whitey album by the band Chickoni Youth. And so this has some very classic songs like G-Force, Too Cool Rock Chicks Listening to Noi, and March of the Chickoni Robots. There are a couple of throwaway covers on this record. Addicted to Love, Into the Groovy, but this is my absolute favorite of the Chickoni Youth discography, the Whitey album. And by the way, to make things confusing, on their other albums they have a different band name, but I'm going to refer to them as Chickoni Youth. So my second favorite Chickoni Youth album is Washing Machine. And so, pretty cool cover there. You've got people wearing these t-shirts with washing machines on them. Kim's songs, I think, are pretty cool on this. I tend to really like Kim Gordon's songs because Little Trouble Girl, Panty Lies. The closer is this really long song called The Diamond Sea. It's really, 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 really long, about as long as the full cycle in the washing machine. And then my number 3 Chickoni Youth album is called Rather Ripped. One of their penultimate album from 2006. Rolling Stone ranked it as their number 3 album of 2006, so who am I to disagree with the mightiest of rock magazines? So I also rank Rather Ripped at number 3. Number 4 is this album called Murray Street. So this is about life in a bucolic small town in Kentucky, which was ironically written by quintessential New York City urbanites. Disconnection notice is pretty cool. It's about when the rural electric company turns off your electricity and you can't play your records anymore. Radical Adults Like Godhead Style, I think, is about our city council. Number 5 Chickoni Youth album is called Goo. This was their sellout album. So they're on a major label, Goofin Records. You've got Kim Gordon rapping with Chuck D on a song called Cool Thing. There's a song called Mildred Pierce, which is about an old lady that smoked those Cool with a K cigarettes. Also during the major label phase, number 6, Experimental Jet Set, No Trash and Star from 1994. Once upon a time, I probably said on video that this was actually Chickoni Youth's best album from the 1990s, but I'm clearly an unreliable idiot. Bullen Heather is one of the songs. It has a video that was on MTV featuring Kathleen Hanna, proving that she's plunker than Juliana Hatfield by appearing on MTV in pigtails. The number 7 Chickoni Youth album is called A Thousand Leaves. I can't actually really remember any of the tracks from this record, but Robert Christgau thinks it's really good, but he's not quite as reliable as Rolling Stone, so I'm going to only place it at like lower mid-table number 7. My lack of memory indicates that it's probably mediocre, but not truly terrible. Number 8, a lot of people like this album called Dirty from 1992. I do really dig the Youth Against Fascism song, track number 9. They sing about Black Roman Swill, I Still Believe Anita Hill, The President Sucks, He's One Big Fuck. Another one of those 30-year-old albums that is unfortunately not as dated as it should be. You've got Nick Fed, you've got Chapel Hill, Creme Brulee. We're getting close to the time limit. Number 9, Bad Mood Rising from 1985. Just skip to Death Valley 69 with Lydia Lunch. That's all you need to hear. Number 10, New York City Ghosts and Flowers from 2000. Generally ranks near the bottom of the Chickoni Youth discography. I'll go with the general consensus here. This is for completists or semi-completists only, although some twat from Pitchfork gave it a 0.0. In 2000, he wrote that it was an unfathomable album which will be heard in the squash courts and open mic nights of deepest hell. Commenting on the album's avant-garde roots with like prepared guitar, he said, "These are not new ideas. These are ideas that were arrogant and unlistenable upon birth 30 years ago." The same guy in 2013 said he liked it and said that the pitchfork decimal scale was silly and arbitrary. Glad it took you until your mid-30s to figure that out. And then finally, number 11 at the bottom of my Ciccone Youth discography is the album Dairy Dream Nation. So I'm being a contrarian here. Most people will tell you that this is the best or near the best of the Ciccone Youth records. But, I mean, teenagers don't have anything to riot about. The Sprawl, who cares about Sprawl? Eric's Trip, I don't like people named Eric. I don't want to hear about their trip. Hey, Joni Cunningham, listen to me. And then the last song, Trilogy, in 3 parts. It's almost as long and boring as the Diamond Sea. So I went a little over 5 minutes. I ranked 11 albums. Whatever.